Totally. Well, yeah, I mean, my beef with ad spend and why our agency doesn't do any of it, which is almost unheard of because that's how, basically every big agency operates, is because I don't think people want to see ads. It's as simple as that. I think when you go online, you want to see stuff that is authentic to your favorite creators and brands, and that's what you're there for. And there have been times where I've seen an ad and I've like disliked the brand because I saw the ad. Like, oh, you're trying to take my time from me, with this thing. I don't like you anymore. But where Real does such a great job, and I've seen some others do this really well too in other niches. Uh, is it really isn't an ad at all because it's the same. It's enhancing the content that these pages are already posting, and it's
Exactly.
it's why it works. I mean, it's just so great. So I think my takeaway, and then I want to get your POV on this, would be when promoting anything to make sure that it really enhances the overall conversation as opposed to it says me, which is what saying things like link in bio and stuff like that always does. It makes it look like an ad.
And
Uh,
you're spending the same amount of money as like you're trading off like, yeah, you can get a quick 100 signups, but like it's gonna flop like that content. And if you want to get a quick 100 signups, you're not gonna do it on a theme page. You're gonna be wasting your money.
right.
And that's why a lot of these companies they turn themselves like not many theme pages can work with companies because it never converts for them. Um, and I think that's where like having an understanding of what's at stake, what matters, which is like it's a content game, an attention game. And if you can align the two from like your agency perspective or from our perspective, like if you can figure out the type of content that drives good engagement and shows the value prop well, I mean, we've unlocked everything from that like over the last 3 years and just in the last 6 months, I mean, we've doubled. Like we went. I mean, it's everything. Like,
That's that growth curve.
yeah, and it's a combination of like, yeah, we've doubled, but we've 3x year over year monthly actives. A lot of our metrics, it is good top of funnel. I think a signups is top of funnel, but at the end of the day, it matters like how many people are coming back and can we keep engaging those people and building for them. And and I think part of it too is we've built something that people actually care about, need, and feel like they're part of. And that helps with the social proof, like you're saying too, like just if it's coming from people that you care about and they're using it, it's really hard to get these screenagers to use stuff because they know how it feels, how they're so like they spend 6 to 7
Would
to
you
8 hours.
call them
Oh,
screenagers?
yeah.
I haven't heard that terminology before. That's hilarious.
I say it all the time. I mean, it's true. It's like if you think of these kids as, I mean, their lives exist on the phone and they can spot when a product's shitty. And there's a lot of products in sports in the past that have tried to do social, and it feels way more janky than Twitter or Instagram. And
Yeah,
that's the
totally.
beauty of having so like wizards of engineer, my bro, and now the team that we're starting to put together, like that all helps with everything. Like it's two pronged. It's like you find a wedge in the market, and then if you can fill that wedge with a product, then it'll start hitting. That's where like that product market fit, where people try to talk about it. You won't stumble upon it. It takes a lot of time and iteration and
Yeah.
just building something that's actually useful for the people you're trying to reach. And luckily, like most of these kids are us, they're me, they're you, they're people that have also the reach to more of us. And I think that's why working with theme pages and creators and just this space in general is very fruitful and fun because a lot of these people just want to talk about stuff that matters to them. They're doing it because no one's telling them to post content. They're just seeing something different and adding to the conversation. And being a creator, you have to consume a lot. And that's probably the hardest part if you think about it. You got to
Yeah.
consume a lot of content from
Yeah,
like to be able to add to any conversation, you have to listen a lot. And that's part of the hard things that, someone might think of as a sacrifice, but we love and we're truly interested in the space of sports and the spaces that we exist in. So being able to add to it, then it doesn't doesn't feel like a chore, if that makes sense.
100%. Yeah, and you're right. It does take a lot of time and energy. You can't just like this is why like big creators have more followers than big traditional celebrities. And the traditional celebrity is just declining faster than ever in popularity. The biggest celebrities, traditional celebrities in the world, could post a video talking to their fans, but it'll do 1/10 as well as Speed if he just gets up and barks. Like that's organic to his audience. That he has a direct relationship with, like live. That is so
Twitch streamers
different.
are ridiculous.
That is, yeah. I mean, there's no better engagement than like Tyson at and I Show Speed and uh, there's some other great ones. There's probably like 10 huge ones, and then the drop off is pretty steep. But regardless, uh,
It's hard to keep that up for sure.
well, yeah, and it's hard to be the best at that too, and for a long time. Same with all creators, but that's why my point being a lot of that content is so bad compared to it is just because they're not listening. They're not like in the game day to day. They're not like in the trenches responding to 1,000 people. Like you learn so much just doing that stuff on any level.
100%.
And that's really what it takes to win. This episode I think has been a masterclass from you in the sense of building uh leveraging what is out there for, whoever is willing to just put in the work in their niche. Like this strategy is 100% replicable in just about any other niche. Like this could be done in food, this could be done in fashion, this can be done in whatever that area is for products that are like, that are that for other niches in their own way. So, uh, not necessarily, and maybe this would work if you're like selling frying pans or stuff like that. I don't know. But there's some pretty direct lessons for a lot of spaces. So I love it.